right. Well, let's see. It's about 4 minutes till 9 a.m. here. So as I sit right now, I've already gotten a couple trades, but letting Jan pull back a little bit, this feels like a pop on the backside of this move here. You know, we had this kind of big sell-off where it hit this high up here of 489 and then sold off pretty hard down to 250. You know, today there's some patent news. It's popping up a little bit off those lows, which is fine, but I don't know if it's reasonable to expect that it's going to make a big move. Having said that, I'm already kind of surprised that it's moved up as much as it has. It's up 40%. So it is our second leading gapper behind KRBP. KRBP is the leading gapper, but it's on the cheaper side, so I don't really like it as much. Jan, and since we have 2 minutes until 9 a.m., I'm curious to see if we have any breaking news at 9 a.m. that maybe gets focus shifted to a different stock, because if all of a sudden you have a stock that's ripping up the high day Momo scanner, that could give us a very clear opportunity. Let's see. So yeah, so I'm wanting to see what we get at 9 a.m. here just for a quick second. We've got about a double top there at 66. The low is 41. I would say we probably will have support in this area here between 34 and 39. So pull back to those areas would be fine areas to look for a support entry. A little extended on the 5 minute, but not terribly. It looks good. So keeping that one on watch, but we've got about a little less than a minute till 9 a.m. So I'm going to watch to see if there's any possible opportunities here coming into 9. All right, let's see. So now we're coming up to this double top area. So this is the range that we're in right now. So what would probably be ideal for trades going into the open would be that we continue to consolidate in this range and then break as a maybe 5 minute ABCD pattern or something like that. So quick dip there at 58, and then I want to take profit at 65 right into the resistance. So profit there, 63 is fine, that's close enough. So all out, just trading that range. And then I'll look for another dip off of like 50, maybe 54. So you see how we have these 3 red candles that are kind of marking out the high of our flat top here at 66. So looking for another pullback down towards, mid 50s. By the way, let's see. I uploaded 10 videos yesterday in a multi-part series on technical analysis. They're all brief. They're short videos, but short little tidbits of technical analysis for those that are just getting started. Of course, just tip of the iceberg compared to what is included as a Warrior Pro All Access member, but I wanted to put some stuff out there for those that are studying and trying to learn on YouTube. So hopefully you guys share those videos with some friends who are thinking about learning a bit more, and maybe it helps them on their in the early part of their journey. Added back at 58 there. Looking for 63. That's 61. There's 63. And profit at 65. Back out. So getting in and getting out. Now waiting for another pullback down towards 55. Added back at 60. Now in this, I'm going to start to position for a break through 65. Add at 65, right? See, because it's coming up to this flat top here. Next add is 66, added there. Now looking for 67, 68, and a squeeze through 70. Added at 70. Now looking for 71, 72 as we pull through this area. And taking a little profit at 73 and 74. Nice trades. So we pierced through the top of that level. Now we're retesting it. This is the spot to watch to see if we can get a dip. There's a 10,000 share seller at 70. The high was 73. Pretty high volume on the green candle. Watching the tape for an add back. Adding at 68 there. So I'm buying this dip and I'm looking for this to squeeze through 73, 74. The idea is to buy the retest of previous support and then look to add over 72, 73 for the pull away up towards 80. Average right now is 67, and the previous breakout was about 66. Watching for an add at 71, 72. Nice, you know what, it's just going right up there. I'm happy to take a little profit off the table. Watch new order 75. Smaller size, scaling down a little bit. Flat for right now, 67. So reminder as always for those tuning in, Trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, and my results are not typical, so I encourage you to take it slow. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose, and always practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line. Yesterday, I did an interview with Max, who is the newest member to get his $1 million badge. And that interview has been uploaded to chapter 17 with all the interviews that I've done with profitable traders. One of the things that Max did the right way is he traded in a simulator for, let's see, it was from February until I think end of October, November of 2020, before starting to trade with real money in, I think, November and December. So November and December started trading with real money, and then and it was, I think, read those first 2 months, and then going into 2021 really excelled. I mean, it's phenomenal. So in less than 2 years. Now, I'll say, as always, that we don't track the typical result of traders in our community, so I can't make any guarantee that you're any more or less likely to succeed than the average trader out there. Max is someone who chose to voluntarily send over his statements when he had made over $1 million. We verified them, and he has his $1 million badge now. So I encourage you guys to check that out. You know, pro students, you have access to those interviews because it's inspiring, and it's always helpful to learn what's working for other people. He is a small cap trader, and his average trade was about, I think he said, 1 minute and 15 seconds long. Those are quick trades. So I think it's always a good idea to look at people who are thriving and try to figure out, what are they doing right? So trade quick, be aggressive. If you watch the interview, you'll see he focuses on the leading gappers each day. Essentially, he trades the exact same strategy that I trade. His order routing is a little bit different. So that's something that you can tune into for that video. Added at 69 there on Jan. I want to see if this wants to break through 75. There's 73. Added at 73. Now let's look for 74. Added at 74. There's 75. Do we snap through that level? No. Profit out at 73. New order at 75. So I hit the bid on that. Volume needs to pick up a little bit. Was a little concerned about the possibility of a topping tail there. And now we're coming back below the 66 line. So I'm gonna just sit on the sidelines for a few minutes on it. By the way, badge holders, this Thursday at 1 o'clock, if you are interested, we're going to host another panel session, and this one we're going to record for traders to watch later. So I know that not everyone's comfortable with being recorded, so we sent you a DocuSign that you can sign off and say you're okay with it. So if you're not okay with it, I understand. But if you are, then join us at 1 o'clock on Thursday, and make sure you check your email for the link to the DocuSign and just to RSVP or whatever, so we make sure we know who's going to be there. So this will be one that's the attendees will just be, or the participants will just be those that have profitability badges, and we will record it, and then we'll make it available to everyone. So our high is marked by a red candle, same as before, but the volume's not super, super high. We do have a false breakout here. So I think that, captured a little bit on that breakout, but it's just a little extended. So today is day 5. Is it day 5 or is it day 6? Today is day 6 of trading in Martha's Vineyard. And the goal of this time on my traveling trading station has been to be disciplined. Get in, get out. Don't overstay my welcome. Don't trade all day long. That defeats the purpose of traveling. Just get in, hit a couple trades early, and then get the heck out. And I think that this is also going to be a really good approach for the summer, just to get in, get green, get out. Now, if we have a day where we have something that's really going crazy, I'll trade until it dies. I'll trade until it kind of cools off and then there's nothing left to trade. So I'll dig deep on days where the market's calling for it. But I'm expecting that more days will be, kind of like today, nice little base hits, get in, get green, get out, and I'll be grateful for those types of days. Maybe at some point, Sam. About 15 minutes to the opening bell here. I posted the link in the global announcements tab for you guys. Post it again there. Okay. So we don't have anything else right now that is kind of showing up aside from Jan. Jan had its first pullback here, its second pullback here. However, an already red flag is that on the second pullback, it broke the high, but then came back below that level. So it wasn't a really strong breakout on the first pullback. So now as we're looking at the second pullback, that first breakout was kind of topped with this red, shooting topping tail candle. It doesn't really look like this is a good place to be a buyer. So right now, I'm sitting tight. And thank you guys who have been checking out some of the videos that I uploaded yesterday. This one right here, how to read stock charts for day trading, is part 1 in this multi-part series. So far I have 10 short videos. My commissions have been about 15% of my profit on sort of typical days. So I would guess commissions today are probably $500 or so. Maybe 600 at most. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think sitting on the couch like this would be a great long-term working situation, but for right now, it's fine. Just the rest of this week, and then I'll be back home. Yep, so overall market's pulling back a bit, but finding some profit on a stock that's up about 46% and has its own reason to be moving higher. So that sort of bucks the trend of the market. But the overall market has reclaimed the 9 moving average. So we'll see it's kind of gapping just below that level, but right at it. So we'll see where it's able to base out if the buyers step in by the end of the day and buy it back up a bit, and then you have maybe a bottoming tail or a lower candle wick through that level. We'll see. Okay, so Jan sitting with 10 million shares of volume, 2.3 million share float, a little bit of an ABCD pattern forming here. It's right at the support of the 20 moving average, but it does feel that we've come into a choppy range. So it may be that the cleaner trades are behind us on it already. Okay, so we've got about 8 minutes to the bell. Warrior All Access members, we're going to keep trading here at the open, and we'll see if there's some opportunities through the opening range up till about 10:30. And those tuning in on YouTube, thank you guys for being here. We'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning for the morning show. Hopefully we'll have another day tomorrow with some nice opportunities on the gap scan. And for those that haven't already checked it out, I'll put the link here at the end of this video to my to video 1 of technical analysis, part 1 of a multi-part series on how to read stock charts for day trading. So check that out up there, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Reminder as always, trading is risky, my results are not typical, and there's no guarantee for success, so take it slow.